Good morning and welcome to our second day of our Thy Kingdom Come series, where we're delving deep into that passage from 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verses 14 and 15 that says this: If my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. And so what we're going to do today is we're just going to delve into those first three words. If my people. There we are, that sense of being God's people. And so what I want you to do is get a seed. I here have a sunflower seed, which I just took from a bag of birdseed. But if you don't have birdseed or other seeds available, then go to the kitchen. If you've got a poppy seed bagel or something, take one of those seeds. Sesame seeds in the cupboard. Whatever you have is fine. And if you don't have access to any of those, then if you could just get something small which could represent a seed for you, and just place that in the palm of your hand. So I'll tilt the camera down so you can see that, and just place it there in the palm of your hand. And watch it there, being held, supported by your hand. In Isaiah, it says that God will carry us. In another place from that same book, it says he holds us up. And have that sense of that small, tiny weight, almost nothing against your hand, but it there being completely supported by being held by you. God supports us. He holds us. And looking at my seed, it has lines running down it. And there it's in stark contrast to the lines of my hand. And I'm reminded that we are created in God's image, that no matter how we look, no matter who we are, we have that image of God. Everyone has that image of God stamped upon them. We are made in his image. We show something of God to those around us. And those around us share something of God with us. When I was getting the camera ready for this reflection, I actually lost the seed. It had slipped off the sofa and was down on the floor. And so it is small, it is tiny, it was insignificant. I had to spend a little while hunting for it. But there against the palm of my hand, it stands out. And to God, we are known and we are loved. Behind me we have a picture of the hands, and that's reflecting the verse from Isaiah 49, verse 16, which says, "See, I have written your name on the palms of my hands." To God, we are important, we are special. He knows us completely, even better than we know ourselves. Another verse says that he rejoices over us with singing. And so as we look at the seed, just imagine God singing over us, looking down as we're held in his hand, singing over us. this seed came from a sunflower, which all the seeds are packed together in one large head. But although there were hundreds there, they're known by God. Individual. This one here has a few different lumps and grooves on it. Unique. Only this seed was made in this shape. Only we are made in our shape. Another thing about seeds is the potential that they hold. That if you take them, you plant them, give them water and light, they will grow into whatever they are meant to grow into. This would grow into a sunflower from this tiny little seed that has the potential to grow into a plant which can be taller than me. And God has given us potential. God has given us things to do, things that He has prepared that only we can do. Another thing about the seed is that as it's there in the ground, it can be cold and difficult, but it is an essential part of becoming who it is needed to be. And for us, we do go through times. In this time of lockdown, it can be cold and difficult. We can go through those difficult points, but God is with us through that. And He provides what we need. For the plant, it needs water, it needs light, it needs heat. And all of that, the plant has no control over. It is all provided by God. Other things we're seeking to control that are beyond our control, that is literally in God's hands. Do we need to let go of those stresses and those strivings to control those things, to release them to God's hands? Another thing about the seed is that at every stage it is useful. At every stage it has worth and value. That we can very often think about the end goal, what we're shooting for, what we're aiming for, and think that that is where we get our value, what we do. But to God, we are valued and loved for exactly who we are. This seed would be loved by a bird sat on the bird table. As the plant grows, it brings joy to see it grow and develop and produce that beautiful yellow flower. And then at the end, it has produced a great yield from one small seed. Hundreds of other seeds come. But at each stage, it is there for a reason, and it is cared for as a reason. That there is nothing that we can do that can make God love us more, and nothing we can do that can make God love us less. And so Those were the thoughts that I had while looking at this seed. Maybe other thoughts would occur to you as you look at your seed. But know that we are his people. We are God's chosen people. And we are known and we are loved by him. So that's the reflection for today. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another reflection. And I hope you have a lovely day. God bless.